Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
In this video, I will show you how to prove the flat Earth using science. Yes, science. It is observable, testable, and repeatable. You don't need any expensive lasers, cameras, or equipment. It can be done for less than $20, and you can easily do it yourself. Just send me the money you were going to spend on that expensive laser equipment. Or the Nikon P900 or P1000 camera. Where are you watching this video from right now? Are you at home, at work, at a library, in a coffee shop? If you are in some type of building or structure, there are two things guaranteed. The floors are horizontal, and the walls are plumb or vertical. That is, the walls are at a right angle, or 90 degrees to the horizontal. Now suppose you are on a video chat with a friend on another continent. Say you are in North America and your friend is in South Africa. Your friend is also in a building that has horizontal floors and vertical walls. Is there a way for each of you to prove that in your respective locations that the walls are vertical and the floors are horizontal? A simple spirit level can prove the positions of the floors and walls. Here is the big question: what is the relationship between the vertical or horizontal walls in North America and South Africa? On a globe there will be an angle between the vertical walls. On a flat plane the vertical walls will be parallel. Which situation do we experience? Every single building on the face of the earth is constructed the exact same way, with reference to vertical and horizontal. From a 70-story skyscraper to a 3-bedroom home, all of them have some kind of vertical walls and horizontal surfaces like floors, ceilings, etc. This means you can compare buildings from all over the world. Let's begin with the globe. How is vertical and horizontal for a structure established on a globe? This can be done using a weight on a string to establish plumb or vertical. The assumption is that a weighted string will be pointed to the center of the globe from each of the locations shown. This means that none of the plumb lines could be parallel on a globe. Therefore, none of the horizontal surfaces at 90 degrees to plumb would be parallel on a globe either. Keep this in mind, because we'll be coming back to it. Moving on to a flat plane. Again, how is vertical and horizontal established on a flat plane? Similar to the method used on the globe previously, a weighted string will establish plumb and horizontal will be 90 degrees to the plumb or vertical. In the locations shown, a weighted string will establish plumb in each of those locations. On a flat plane, the vertical walls would be parallel to each other and the horizontal surfaces will also be parallel to each other. Which of those situations do we actually experience? If I take a spirit level from North America and use that same spirit level in, say, South Africa, what would my experience be? On a globe, since the vertical walls and horizontal surfaces are not parallel, it would be impossible to use the spirit level in North America and get any kind of reading in South Africa. Now on a flat plane, the vertical walls or plumb lines would be parallel as well as the horizontal surfaces. Again, which of these situations do we experience? Not sure? Let's look at the spirit level closer. For this example, we'll use the Stanley 9-inch magnetic torpedo level model 43-511. This level is made and calibrated in Thailand and shipped all over the world. This is all you need to prove the flat Earth. That's it. For less than $20. The Stanley level is available on Amazon and at other online or brick-and-mortar stores in North America, Australia, Europe, Japan, Chile, China, India, South Africa, Mexico, just to mention a few. Anywhere in the world that you find a hardware store, you will find this level or something similar. So, on the globe model, the level is made in Thailand, hence the name of this video. So it is made and calibrated in Thailand and shipped literally worldwide. The only place on a globe model that would give you a level reading is where it was made. On a globe model, you cannot get a level reading in, say, North America if the level was made in Thailand. As you can see in the diagram, all the red plumb lines form an angle at the center of the globe, making it impossible to get a level reading at all of those locations. On a flat Earth model, again we see where the level is made in Thailand and shipped worldwide. Notice that this time the red plumb lines go straight up and down and are parallel. The green and yellow horizontal lines are also parallel to each other. The solution to flat Earth is literally under our feet. We cannot see the forest for the trees. So, I ask again, which of these models do we actually experience? I'll share my own experience. I live in Toronto, Canada, and I was going on a trip to Jamaica in November of 2019, not long before the pandemic. This was a great opportunity to prove the shape of the Earth once and for all. As mentioned earlier, all buildings on the Earth are built in the same basic manner, horizontal floors and vertical walls. So I decided to take my 9-inch torpedo level, not the Stanley one, but this one was made in China. How could a level made and calibrated in China give any kind of accurate reading in Toronto 7,000 miles, over 11,000 kilometers away if we were living on a ball? Let's say we just ignore that part. So, now I'm going 1,800 miles, close to 3,000 kilometers, from Toronto, Canada to Kingston, Jamaica. Here I am on my balcony in Toronto. And from the side we see that the balcony floor is showing level. From the side, and on the top. And we move around to the other side. And it's still showing level. Now I rotate it 90 degrees. And let's see. It's level at the top. I go to the side, it's showing level again. And back to the top. Also level. Now I move around to the other side. And it's still level. Now you can see a view from the balcony overlooking an open grassy area. You see snow on the ground and, yep, we are definitely not in Jamaica. Okay, so now I'm in Jamaica. And this is the view from the balcony. You can see an amazing view, overlooking the blue ocean. Isn't that just breathtaking? Such a sunny and beautiful day, I can't wait to go out and explore the resort. As you can see, the horizon is completely flat. No curve whatsoever, totally flat. This is how we all experience it. Let me step back inside, just let me slide open the balcony door. And here is our trusty level that we just saw in action in Toronto. The level is on the floor. From the top we can see it is perfectly level. Okay, let's zoom in a bit more to get a closer look. As I move around to the side and zoom in closer, it still reads perfectly level, so that is level in one plane. Let's see how it is in the other horizontal plane. To do that, I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees. As I look at it from the top and zoom in a bit more, shows level. Next I'll take a shot from the side, still level. So, this floor in Jamaica is parallel with the balcony floor in Toronto at over 1,800 miles or 3,000 kilometers away. Okay, here is another reading in the same room in Jamaica, this time from the countertop. Once again, our trusty spirit level is reading perfectly level. Remember earlier in the video on my balcony in Toronto? So, this means that this horizontal countertop is parallel with that balcony in Toronto. I'll rotate it again and the reading in this place is horizontal yet again. How could you be 1,800 miles, 3,000 kilometers on the other side of the globe and have parallel horizontal surfaces? Now I'll move over to the door to see the emergency sign that you will find behind any hotel room door. It shows that I'm at the Jewel Paradise Cove Beach Resort and Spa in Runaway Bay, Jamaica. So, let's review what I presented in this video. All buildings on Earth, globe or flat, are built the same exact way. You establish plumb or vertical for the walls. And 90 degrees from plumb are the horizontal surfaces like the floors, ceilings, window sills, etc. On the globe model, the red plumb lines all meet at the center of the Earth if gravity is pulling everything to the center of the mass of the Earth. None of these lines are parallel to each other. Furthermore, none of the horizontal surfaces, the yellow and green lines, would be parallel to each other. On the flat Earth model, the red plumb lines just go straight down and they are all parallel to each other. All the horizontal surfaces, the green and yellow lines, are also parallel to each other. What do we actually experience? So, the Stanley 43-511 model torpedo level is made in Thailand and shipped all over the world. Since all of the horizontal surfaces on a globe are different, how could this level work everywhere on a globe Earth? It is impossible and only works on a flat Earth. Don't believe anything I said in this video. Go do this simple scientific experiment for yourself. Get a simple spirit level for less than $20 and test it on every building you go into. On a globe, the plumb lines will all be at different angles. On a flat Earth, the plumb lines are all parallel to each other. Test it on the floors, countertops, window sills, vertical walls, etc. It would be even better if you can try it in a different country. Share your stories and results.